Good day, good day. My name is Gilles Chamborer. Welcome to the stream. I hope you were able to have a nice week. So, we come to be on the part 3 on how practicing loving yourself. So today the subject will be a bit more particular because I just came back from the kindergarten where I used to teach meditation to my kids. And so when we come to practice breathing technique or any form of relaxation and meditation with the kids, I always ask them, how are you? How do you feel? And always, or let's say most of the time, they come to give me positive feedback. But time to time, I give them space to express themselves. So in the kindergarten, I come to teach in 2 kindergarten. And in the last kindergarten, I come to teach 2 classes. So we have a small group. We have kids about 10, 15 kids maximum. So they have space for themselves to behave. But also it is a good number not to be overstimulated by the surrounding, by the people around. So to me also, for the practice of meditation, it is a good setup, it is a good number, so I can give enough attention to most of the kids, okay? And so, like before, today I took the time to ask them a question and to give them space to express what they feel, what they see, what is going on within the mind. And I want to underline that meditation is an opportunity for us to be aware of ourselves. We take time to contemplate, to digest the daily experiences, but also it is a space and an opportunity to reflect about life, or maybe to develop perspective, wisdom, introspection about certain aspect of ourselves. And maybe meditation can also be a very good tool to help you to understand yourself better. And in my case, I was born in France, in Paris, and I come to be used of this education when we have a civic education, but also when we take the time to articulate the thoughts that come to appear in the mind, we come to being able to express what kind of insight, what kind of knowledge, what kind of perspective may come to appear within the mind. And maybe we come to share it with other people to stimulate the insight, to try even to develop the value that we can develop through it. And also let's say that from France, I very enjoy part of my education when I had a strong let's say habit of philosophy. In France, at my time in my education, philosophy was really important. It was really important to continue the tradition of thinking, of philosoph life. And so to me, meditation was always a part where I was able to explore life from within. I was able to understand myself from within. And so today, when I was in the kindergarten, I wanted to give space to the kids to express themselves. And what I could see, it's not that I want to criticize education, school, or nation, but when I came to ask them this question, how are you kids? How do you feel? What's going on within you? They replied, I feel good. And I remind myself that it may happen that in this culture, in this country, because now I live in Poland, despite I am French, it may happen that somehow we do encourage kids not to think too much, not to think too much about life, not to think too much about problems, not to think too much about deep subject. And to me, when I used to grow up in France, it did happen, but I came into situation, maybe with parents, maybe with friends, maybe with surrounding, maybe with school, where somehow the education, the people, the surrounding was still unconscious and didn't want to stimulate or encourage the brain, the mind to think too deep about subject around us, around me. And so in some culture, in some lifestyle, still we come to perpetuate this habit of not trying to think too much, not trying to dig things too deep, because it's easier, it may be easier to drop them and put our attention towards TV, entertainment, drugs, alcohol, and so on. And if we come to be on the subject of loving yourself, it is important that you take time to dig within, to find out, to put clarity to yourself, to bring light. When you take time to dig within, to ask questions, to wonder, or to make any form of introspection, when you take time to do it quietly, silently, you come to be that awareness, you come to be that light which come to observe what is within. And this is really important. When we live, when we grow, a lot of things are happening in our life. And for us not to create problems, not to create conflict, not to create too much overthinking, time to time you need to dig within. You need to ask yourself deep question about life, love, death. What's the meaning of life? Who are you? Because it's part of uncovering who you are. When you take time to dive within, you take time to watch. And this is important. When you come to do it in the perspective of meditation, you are awareness. Awareness is light. And when you come to watch to those elements within, you bring the light. The unconscious come to be conscious. And this is how you come to reveal things as they are. Maybe you come to uncover psychological motive which used to be present since your childhood, but you never had time to really sit down and make space for it. And sometimes you sit down, you make space for yourself, and still to come to uncover, you need to provocate it, you come to stimulate it. And if you come to ask yourself those kind of deep questions, it comes to help you to have this kind of original thinking. And what I call original thinking is when you take the time to think properly as you are. You start to give up those social standard way of thinking, and you just properly look at yourself, open the book of your heart, and see what it is. And you come to uncover yourself. Maybe you give yourself also to think in an original way. Because when you start to wonder, dig, and observe what's going on within, when you come to uncover yourself, you come to be. You come to allow that beingness, that presence of you to be in the society. And that is the most precious gift that you can give to the society, but also for yourself, the fact of being. And so, to me, it doesn't matter where you're born, your political, religious, sexual orientation, but it is important to take the time to ask yourself those deep questions and uncover your presence. Because when you come to follow that way of thinking, your beingness, what I love about it is no matter your political or religious orientation, when you uncover your beingness, when you come to ask questions, then you come to notice what come to be appropriate and what come to be inappropriate in the belief system that you come to carry since childhood. I'm not telling you to push them away, but when you come to being able to allow yourself to be, you allow yourself to recognize that all the luggage, all the knowledge that you come to receive from education, family, parents, surrounding, some may serve you to develop, to uncover that business. Some may not. And you don't have to fight with it. You don't have to make a revolution. You just come to recognize it, let it be, let it go. And no matter the religion, no matter the political party, you come to recognize the fact, the knowledge, the tools that could be proper for you to use in order to develop yourself, in order to develop that presence. And I think this is how you come to be original. But to be original is not trying to think in a kind of extraverted, eccentric way. To be original, it just make the path for you to be who you already are. And this is beautiful. This is what I like about it also is whatever did happen in your life, when you come to take it from that perspective of beingness, you come to see that whatever your life is, that life is a gift for you to be, to express that beingness in a very original manner. You don't need to find that inspiration out there. You just take your life, you appreciate it, you come to be content with it, and from it, you just let it be. And from that beingness, the thinking will happen by itself, because thinking does always happen by itself. But when you come to put your attention on that beingness, you come to allow the mind, the thinking, to give yourself thoughts, concepts to help to envelop that beingness to survive within this so-called reality. Okay? So that was just a few thoughts that I wanted to share with you due to my experience in the kindergarten. Maybe it's nothing crazy, but it is something that I wanted to share with you, because also it is part of the fact of practicing loving yourself. Okay, so now we come to continue few insights about how you could practice loving yourself. So, okay, I just want to continue to the part where we finished last time. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, come drop them. Nice. So, here what do we have? Loving yourself is recognizing the importance of childhood experiences to loving yourself. Parent-child relationships have lifelong effect on character development. Children who did not have physical, emotional, and mental needs met may have lasting problems with low self-esteem. So I think today could be a very good situation where we come to notice that when we come to lack contact with our friends, with family, with people we love, it comes to be difficult for the brain to think properly. I remember the time that I used to study psychology. When we come to speak about the development of a child, for a child to develop his brain, the child would need to have the love, the care of the parents. The child will need to feel to be loved, to feel care, and to feel self. And so the fact to have close physical intimate contact as a child in order to develop the brain, to develop our skills, ability to learn is really important. When you come to work with kids, if you want kids to learn, if you want kids to pay attention to you, it's not a matter to give them a lot of knowledge. It's not a matter to have authority. When I come to teach meditation with kids, to me, it is first, it is the priority to have a good, warm relationship with kids. The kids first should feel safe. They should feel, let's say, loved as a father, as a paternal figure. When you catch that connection with kids, then you can teach them everything. In fact, I come to observe that the way that I come to teach children, I somehow maybe I teach them to be me. I teach them that they need to stand, they need to be strong. I love myself and I want them to love themselves. I love meditation and I want them to discover what meditation can bring into their life. So I give them technique, I give them stories, I give them jokes, I give them moments that they could imagine how they could use meditation later. So anyway, so let's continue. So negative messages received in childhood, particularly recurring messages, often stick in the individual mind and color for perceptions later in life. So when we come to this subject, with children, I always start with some brief techniques so they come to relax. Then I come to have a few stories, and we most of the time finish the session with love and kindness meditation. And for those who are familiar with love and kindness meditation, at the end, the meditation, because with the kids, I do this meditation differently, and I encourage kids to do loving affirmation with their body and mind. So I tell them to say, I am loved, I am loved, I am beautiful. And time to time, when we have those affirmations, they come to express resistance, memories, thoughts that come out of their mind, which come to be quite often a reflection about what is going on at home with parents. So if you give space to your meditation practice with kids, kids at some point will always share with you all kind of messages, thoughts, experiences that they come to have at home. And you will be surprised to hear your kids repeating the same words that parents could say to themselves when they do self-criticize or self-sabotage. Whatever parents come to say to themselves, kids are watching, kids come to have an imprint about it, and they come to build up their character from it. So, of course, not everyone have time to take a break from life and work with himself and deal with all those stuff. But still, you know, from generation to generation, we come to accumulate all those material, which come to be on the form of psychogenealogy, when from generation to generation, we come to transmit the material of DNA, but also all those let's say, heritage of knowledge, behavior, thoughts, beliefs, tradition. So we come to pass those way of being from parents to children. And I think it is a part of each generation to deal with part, if they can, with most of the parts of those trauma and conflict that we pass from generation to generation. So, to me, this could be part of the black culture and the slavery, but also this could be part of a pattern of belief carried from generation to generation, and those patterns of belief could open up opportunity for life to develop money, success, health, or whatever you want, but they could also trigger the DNA to create disease, to create conflict, to create addiction. I'm not quite sure if this is a subject which is quite often studied, but for me it is a subject which is quite important to know if you want to get a better planet, and also if you want to better yourself, let's say. Anyway, so let's continue. How long was it now? 26 minutes. Okay, so loving yourself is being emotionally honest. So loving yourself is being emotionally honest. Let go of numbing your feelings. Shopping, eating, and drinking examples of avoiding discomfort, sadness, and pain. Mindfully breathe your way through your feelings and emotions. So what I had in mind also is, kids from kindergarten, they come to be kids who will grow with the internet, who will be surrounded with technology. So in the future, it might be even more important for that generation to have tools to find out who they are, to find out what they feel, to find out ways to be in touch with themselves, in touch with life, and in touch with others. The fact to constantly being with a screen, on some point, it may drive the body, the mind to be more apathic, lazy, maybe even stupid. So meditation and loving yourself is taking the time to be in touch with yourself. It is taking the time to get to know what is going on within you and not to hide it, not to escape from it. Because I think when we come to do such a thing, then in that manner, we come to develop even more pain, and we are willing to cover this pain by some alcohol, sex, entertainment, and then we start to create addiction. And from that addiction, we start to forget completely why in the first place we came to behave like that. So when I come to meet people, when I come to know how they come to deal with themselves in this pandemic, it's not that I would say that people shouldn't drink, shouldn't use drug, but yes, it is important that you come to face yourself, you come to deal with those emotions, how painful they can be. You need to deal with it if you want to find peace, if you want to feel better, and if you want to be happy, if you want to enjoy life. Sometimes it could never be easy. Sometimes we could have a lifestyle where we can easily escape. So you need to be brave. Sometimes you may not be mature, you may not be ready, and so you come to escape for a time. But you can't escape that forever, because at some point it will come back to manifest in a very strong way, and either you deal, either it will deal with you. So for me, when we come to speak about the practice of meditation, this is like natural. This is totally foundation of meditation, to deal, to have this philosophy, to take time to digest with those feelings. And if you come to be alone, if you come to be lonely, you may come to find friends or partner, even you come to find a shrink. I come to find that it's very good to combine the therapy and the practice of meditation. Or maybe you may have books or a teacher or a community around you if you have this opportunity. Anyway. Okay, let's do it for the last... this will be the last, let's say, point for today. Then we will come to practice metta meditation. So, loving yourself is being willing to surrender, breathe, relax, and let go. You can never see the whole picture. You don't know what anything is for. Stop fighting against yourself by thinking and desiring people and events in your life should be different. So, yes. So, I would say, to me, to come to the part of being present, I had to be willing to surrender to my emotions, surrender to the thoughts, surrender to what I used to believe, and let it be, let it go. So I could be able to be within the present moment. But before getting there, in that state, it could be very difficult, because on that first place and stage, mostly we come to be slave of the mind. Whatever comes to appear in the mind, it may feel and seems to be solid, to be real. And so before surrounding, we may come to believe the mind, and we may come to act, behave as the mind come to be. So we may struggle. And let's say if I would not meditate, I would say it would be very difficult for me to come to that state, to that understanding of just let it go, let it be, and surrender to life. So sometimes it's not that much about thinking. It's just the fact of doing something in which you come to relax the mind, you come to develop love for yourself, and slowly the practice come to drive you to that understanding. Yet, that practice need to be very strong to have a influence on the thoughts, on the mind, on the behavior. So it comes to be clear to you that, okay, it's time now to relax, to breathe, to feel the body, to feel the inner conflict and be aware of them, be aware how they act towards your emotions, your feelings, your desire, and then come back to some state of mind where you are able to be peaceful, watch it, observe it silently, and let it be. So it might depend of your life, where you come from, your karma, your character, but yes, maybe we each could have a different story and interpret that aspect of surrounding each of us from a different perspective, and each of our perspective could inspire, nourish vision to other people. Because now I could see that, because I used to live this that life of fashion, of money, of having a lot of people around, of having a lot of social events around, my mind was constantly stimulated, going out, having music, traveling around, being excited. It could have been difficult for the mind to have an opportunity to relax, to sit down, to chill, and then maybe to create that space to look deeper within. I'm happy that I never had any form of addiction with drugs and alcohol. I never had any form of attraction towards them. I may have used them just for pleasure for an evening, and that was over. After that, I wanted to be straight and keep on life. Anyway, okay. I hope that today you were able to learn, appreciate, get something from the sharing that I had with you today. And so slowly we will come to practice love and kindness meditation. And so for this, I will ask you to sit down and relax. You might be on the chair. You might be on a sofa. And you will take the time to observe how you feel. You will take the time to close your eyes. And you will take the time to feel the body as it is. You come to notice the rhythm of your breath through the nose And slowly you come to take 10 deep breaths through the nose. And slowly you come to visualize a pink light radiating in your heart. This pink light is soft, warm, peaceful, and you come to visualize this pink light coming to radiate around your chest, your shoulders, and this pink light continue to radiate around your neck, your hair, and you visualize this pink light radiating around your legs, your feet, and your whole body is radiating this beautiful pink light. And to the image of your body, you come to say, I am love. And you take the time to feel that you are love. To your body, you come to say, I am loved. And you take the time to feel that you are totally loved. To this body, you come to say, I am loving. And you take the time to feel that your entire body is totally loving. And slowly you let go of the image of your body and you come to visualize the image of your mom and your dad. You see them smiling in front of you, radiating this beautiful pink light. And to your parents, you come to say, you are love. You are loved. You are loving. May you be happy. May you be at peace. Thank you for your love and your care. And slowly you let go of the image of your parents and you come to visualize the person that you love the most. Your mom. No, not your mom. Your husband, wife, children, best friend, dog, cat. You come to visualize the person that you love the most radiating this beautiful pink light. And to this person you come to say, you are love. And you take the time to feel that this person is love. To this person you come to say, you are loved. To this person you come to say, you are loving. May you be happy. May you be at peace. And you visualize this person radiating this loving, peaceful pink light. And slowly you let go of that person and you come to visualize the people that you come to work with, your colleagues, your boss, your manager, the cleaning lady. You visualize your place of work and you see all your colleagues radiating this pink light. And you tell them, you are love. And you take the time to feel that all the people at your workplace are love. You are loved. You are loving. May you be happy. May you be at peace. I wish you to be well, to feel safe. And you visualize all those people radiating this pink light. You visualize all your colleagues from work be in harmony, in joy. And slowly you let go of their image and you come to visualize this planet Earth. You visualize the trees, the grass, the forest. You visualize the mountain, the clouds, the sea, the stars, the cities. You visualize this whole planet radiating this beautiful pink light. And to this planet, you come to say, all beings are love. All beings are loved. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. And you visualize this planet radiating this beautiful, peaceful pink light. And slowly you let go of the image of this planet and you come to visualize the person with whom you may have conflict, problems, anger. You visualize this person radiating this beautiful, loving pink light. And to this person you come to say, you are love. You are loved. You are loving. May you be happy. May you be at peace. And you visualize this person radiating this loving pink light. And slowly you let go of the image of that person and you come back to visualize the pink light radiating from your heart. You breathe in love. You breathe out love. You take the time to be present, to be open. And slowly you will take 5 deep breaths through the nose. Okay, so I hope you were able to find some peace after this week. You were able to relax. You come to feel the love in your heart. You take the time to breathe in and out that love. You come to let go of the past. You come to let go of the future. And you dedicate this moment for yourself to be present, to notice how you feel. You have all the time of the world to be with each your breath. So I hope you did enjoy the session. If you come across this live, come to like and subscribe to join me next week, next Friday. If I come to have more attention, I might be willing to stream more often. So please show some support. If you may have any comments. Oh, we have Moni for Peace from Vienna. Hi Moni. Glad that you were here for the session. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, here in Poland, it will be a long weekend because it will be the 1st of May. Yet, I think I will take time to relax and prepare some material for my social media. If you want to know a bit more what I do day by day with my activities in kindergarten or with meditation, you come to join my Facebook. I come to post most of my activity there. I enjoy to actually, I think I do prefer to be live than creating videos, because when I'm live, everything is just on the moment, on the feeling, alive. And when I come to have interaction, this is what I want. So time to time, I come to create a video. If you have any questions, if you have any requests, I may create videos for this channel. Otherwise, I would like to have more stream, more live. So we will see, okay? I also need some time to finish the renovation in my place. I need to break the floors, install the stairs, so I will be able to move this library around. Today I'm gonna take care of this wall. I need to put my screen around. So slowly I want to have a good setup where I just have space here, empty, with my Buddha, just to think, to feel, and speak to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a nice weekend. My name is Gilles Chamborer. I used to be a fashion model for 12 years. I come to travel the world from Copenhagen, Sweden, Greece, Spain, Germany, England, France, New York, Miami. I used to be in many places. Yet I wanted also to take the time to be in touch with myself. So along the way I came to learn about massage. From massage I learned about meditation. I used my network of fashion to get my clients. Eventually I left everything to go to Thailand to be a monk, because being a monk was one of my dreams. So I stayed 6 years in the forest of Thailand as a monk, as a Buddhist monk, where I teach people meditation, I teach tourists, I teach yoga people meditation, I have lecture. I came to be in some temples where I take care about tigers, horse, monkey, and different wild animals. It was a great opportunity for me to have time to think, to feel, to meditate, and learn different practices which could help me to dive deeper within. And then I came back to Europe. I came back in Poland. I came to be a teacher at the university. I came to teach meditation in kindergarten, in schools. I come to teach meditation for kids since 2008. Seniors. I give workshops in different places in Europe, the States. So if you are interested to have a private online session, you come to drop an email and we will find time for it. Until you take time for yourself, and see you next week.